you don't want to use animal-based products, which are byproducts or waste products from the meat industry, you can switch to something that's plant-based. I'm going to show you wood ash now. Wood ash is made from burning wood, and if you've got a log burning stove or you do barbecues outside with wood or fires or anything like that, you can produce wood ash. And wood ash is a really good ingredient in terms of potassium and phosphorus, but has virtually no nitrogen. It's also a slow release fertilizer, so if you really want it to be actively having its nutrients used by the bacteria and mycorrhizal fungi in your planting bed, then you need to put it in a couple of months beforehand. And you don't need to use very much of it. A scattering of wood ash on, say, a thin scattering on 1 meter squared is fine. So we've got a plant-based ingredient that provides potassium and phosphorus but has no nitrogen. So where can we find the plant-based ingredient that will provide the nitrogen that we need, the additional nitrogen we need for good, healthy plant growth? What we can do is make a fantastic liquid feed from your weeds. We can make what's called a weed tea, if you like. And it doesn't matter, you can use any weeds that are around, and you can also use grass clippings. People talk about comfrey tea or comfrey liquid manure, and that's great as well. But I often think about people who don't have access to comfrey when that's described as being the wonder liquid of all plant feeding. So basically you can make a really good liquid manure or liquid feed for your plants from the weeds that are available in your garden. So for example, we have weeds over here all around us. I grow lots of weeds in this garden. On the water, and what the water does is it leaches all the nutrients from the lovely bunch of weeds here. Put a brick on it, and then you can also put a lid on it. Let's grab a lid. Don't put the lid on tightly though, because basically this is a fermentation process. And if anybody's ever fermented anything, we know that gas builds up. And the last thing you want is an exploding liquid manure in your garden with this stinky stuff going absolutely everywhere.